So the process that the registry employs, I found to be very impressive to the point where we actually engaged the registry several times with some needs that we had over the course of time. But it's a very thoughtful process, and that I felt that the registry staff took the time to understand what our needs really were at the time and did a good job of presenting us with highly viable candidates from whom we have had great success and who we ultimately chose through that process. The first time I contacted the registry was early on in my presidency, which is approximately 2 years ago, and we were looking to bring on board someone who could serve in the interim role as provost. We opted for an interim role rather than a permanent hire to give us the appropriate time to conduct the search to ensure that we brought on someone on board who was a good fit and met our purposes. So it was really a matter of ensuring that we had the appropriate time to conduct a thorough search for a permanent person. So the roles that the registry has helped us with here at Wentworth were the provost role, in addition our VP for enrollment, and our vice president for human resources, as well as our vice president for institutional advancement and interim roles. I think the specific advantage of bringing in an interim is it does give you the time to be thoughtful about what you'd like to see in terms of leadership characteristics in the person that you ultimately hire in the permanent role. So bringing someone on board who's seasoned in the interim position gets you through a period of time which you require their services, and gives you that time to really be thoughtful about what you'd like to have in someone in a permanent role. I think the level of quality of service was extraordinary. The time spent in really being hearing us in terms of what it is that we needed in an interim role, the situation that we were in, and the characteristics we were looking for in someone. I felt the quality of service was truly extraordinary. Our experience with the people that we had come on board in the interim role was I found them all to have fit very well in terms of our culture, and immediately had the capability to immediately jump in and be part of a team that worked together effectively. So I think we've been very fortunate in terms of who we've brought on board in the interim role with the registry's help. We had an ambitious strategic plan that we were putting in place at the same time that we sought to bring in some leadership on an interim basis. And it's clear to me that we benefited from the expertise that we brought on board, who were able to further the mission of Wentworth over the course of their time here. So I would say we certainly benefited from the talent that was brought on board during the pandemic and the unique challenges that presented in terms of how our needs were addressed. A specific example in our case would be the interim that we brought on board for our VP of enrollment and admissions. I think the expertise that she brought was truly beneficial to us during a very difficult period of time. I feel very confident in the quality of service and the support we received through the registry, and incredibly pleased by the talent that they, in terms of the pool of candidates, and also ultimately who we secured in an interim role, and have had the opportunity to recommend the registry to others, and would certainly do that again.